Good morning, Alan. Alan?
How are you? Good morning. How's beautiful? I can't get you in line. I can't get your picture.
You see me?
No,
Why not?
I don't know.
I can see you, and I can see myself.
I don't see it. I don't know. I'm just trying to see what I can do here. I don't know why. Let's see here. It doesn't come up. I don't know why. I can hear you. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Why? Okay, as long as I can hear you. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Beautiful Daf come. Beautiful Gemara coming up. Boy.
Hey guys.
I'm envy of you in Eretz Yisrael.
Good morning, Harold.
Good morning. Where are you? Any same Jacobs?
I'm in the Danakati in Herzliya.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
Celebrating Labor Day in Herzliya.
Right. It's beautiful. Okay. You can hear me, right?
I hear you and see you.
Good. So we're on Nun Vav Amid Beis on the bottom, 56. Achse de Rami Bar Chama Avi Nesivis Rav Avia. The sister of Rami Bar Chama was married to
I
Rav
can hear
Avia.
you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Here, Kesubos, they lost it.
Disappeared. Hello? Yeah, Ernie, you disappeared. Yeah, Ernie disappeared.
Yeah.
He was there and then gone.
He went out to the beach, I think.
I don't blame him.
All the pretty girls out on the beach now, huh? Early in the morning.
Let me.
I had his voice.
Harold, you went to the barbecue?
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good. It was like, normal stuff. But it was nice. Everybody was there. It was full.
No kidding.
No kidding. It was very nice. We got Mincha Marav there, and she has all those dogs there. So all the little kids were playing with their puppies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think she raises them or she...
She raises Pomeranians.
Who?
It's a type of dog, a little dog.
Oh,
The very other little kids like the dogs.
interesting.
Yeah.
So she has a kennel there?
I don't know what she does. I mean, I know she has like a kindergarten for little kids, but she also raises these dogs. So
Yeah, I know somebody when they go on, but when they go away, she takes care of the dog.
Yeah. How do we get Ernie back?
I don't know. He has got technical difficulties. Most of the crowd was the young guys, or you had some AKs like us?
Judy Faber was there, and Sam and Lila.
Can you hear me?
Talkers.
We hear you now.
We can hear you, we can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Where are you at the beach? Where are you?
I'm at the Danakati in Herzliya.
Oh, Man lebt sich a gitten Tag dort.
Yeah.
You know, Ranana is literally 10 minutes from the beach. So we came up yesterday to visit Shoshana, and the kids were out of school at about 2:30, and we took them to the beach. They spent 3-4 hours at the beach on Herzliya, and there's a great restaurant called Lechem Ubasar, right by the
I know.
Ritz-Carlton Marina.
Yeah, we've been there many times. Yeah. It's okay. On the first floor by the marina, yes. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in the Arena Mall?
Yes, in the Arena Mall.
All right. I've been there too. Okay. Papagayo is still there?
Say again?
Papagayo, is it still there?
On the second floor.
Okay. Good to
On
know.
the second. It's weird because I'm on my phone. I don't have my laptop, and then when I got to keep it clicked open, otherwise I guess you guys go away. Okay, so the machlokas is betchila, and what's betchila? Tchila is chuppah. Umay sof bia. So the machlokas is only the beginning of chuppah. But after bia, everybody agrees that she cannot be mavater or be moichel on any part of the eksuba. Kamina anoah benzu machlokas. When I said there's a machlokas neither way, that's the tchilas chuppah, the sof chuppah, she tchilas bia. That it's the beginning of chuppah and the end of chuppah, which is the beginning of bia. So they both really agree that once bia comes, she can't be moichel anymore. He also Ravi Meretz Yisrael Mishum Bozer Mishum Levi Mishum Gavakapara Machlokes Levasof. Aval Betchila Diva Komochelas. Everybody holds that she could be moichel beginning. Only at the end there's a machlokes. And Rav Yochanan Omar Benzu machlokes. Machlokes in both cases. And Amra Vol the Dim Yivshlim Ined Rav Yochanan da Ano Mishum Levi Lo Pagina Adadi Ma'al Vasof Sham Mishum Levi Sof Chuppah, which is the beginning of Bia. Umay Tchila Kavanos Tchilas Chuppah, which would be the beginning of Chuppah. Kamina Ano Benzu machlokes. When I say there's machlokes in either case, that's Tchilas Bia V'Sof Bia. So according to Rav Yeshua ben Levi and Rav Yochanan don't argue. They both agree that at the time of Chuppah, she can certainly be moichel, and the machlokes Tanoim is only after that. And Sof Chuppah, which is Tchilas Bia. Okay. On Rav Papa, Ilav Sham Ravo. If it wasn't for the fact that Rav Ravo said L'didi Mifreshlim Ined Rav Yochanan, Danov Yeshua ben Levi Lo Pagino Adadi, that they don't argue. Havamina, I would have thought Rav Yochanan Yeshua ben like a pligi, and it's really Rav Dimi V'Ravin Lo pligi, and they're arguing in a different issue. My sof to come Rav in Sof Chuppah, my tchila to come Rav Dimi Tchilas Bia. So my kamashman, what would we learn from that? Kamashmalon, the pligi tre'amoira at time of Shayu. Amoyroim can argue in their own personal svara. V'lo pligi tre'amoira libid chabamoira. But two Amorim cannot argue in terms of what one Amoira said. Okay. The halacha is that once they have bia, she cannot be moichel the ksub anymore. Like going down in value from 100, from 200 to 100. Mishnah. Noisnin lepsula shnemasar chodesh mishutava balafarnis esatzma. That means once there's a psula, the husband has to marry her within 12 months. If she's willing to get married, she still has to provide parnasa for herself 12 months. But then after 12 months, the husband has to provide parnasa, even if he didn't marry her yet. So he has to prepare the preparations for the wedding in that period of time. An almana only gets 30 days, not 12 months. He gives man v'lo nisu, and if the time comes and he hasn't married her, oichlos mishalo. So she starts eating from his money. And if he's a kohen, oichlos petruma, she can start eating truma, even though they haven't had nisuin yet. Right? We've learned that usually the eating of truma is triggered by nisuin. But here, she's ready to get married. He's dragging his feet. She can already eat truma. Rav Tarfon Omer Noisin Laha Kol Truma. That you don't have to give her any provisions for like when she's when she's in nida. Yeah, I'm going to go inside. 1 second. Well, 1 second. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, because the I was on the balcony, and I think one of the neighbors may have been bothering one of the neighbors. So
Maybe you didn't say the Gemara correctly. That always bothers me.
1 second. Right.
After summer.
So Hakol Truma. That when she's in nida and she can't eat truma, he has to sell truma to somebody like another Kohen. But he doesn't have to give her some chulin and some truma. He can give everything truma. Rabbi Kiva mermechza chulin mermechza truma. He has to provide her with food that's easy for her to eat, like chulin, which doesn't have to be sold as truma. Asta shisha chadoshim ifnei abal. V'shisha chadoshim ifnei hayovim. Let's say she's been waiting for 6 months. A guy gave her kiddushin, and he didn't marry her, and then he died. And then there's a brother, V'shisha chadoshim ifnei hayovim, because they don't have children, so she falls liyibum to the brother. Let's say there's 11 months and 29 days in front of the husband and 1 day in front of the Yovim, because he died then. Or let's say the husband died the day after he gave her Kiddushin, and it's the rest of the time in front of the brother. It's not, doesn't trigger yet the eating of truma. It's got to be in front of the Baal, and she hasn't been married yet. Zu Mishnah Rishona, but based in Shalach Rana, a later Besdin said, that all of these dinim don't apply, that she doesn't need truma until she actually goes into the chuppah. Means even if he's dragged his feet and he didn't marry her yet, by the 12 months, it doesn't give her the right to eat truma yet. She has to wait until she actually goes into the chuppah. We'll explain why that is. How do we know this? When Eliezer, Eved Avram, came to get Rivka, so they tried to push him off. Let her stay here some days or 10. So my Yomim, what do we mean? What is Yomim? Ilem a trey Yomim, mean 2 days. Mishtoy inish hachi. So what do you mean? Amru le trey Yomim. They said no. Let's wait 2 days. And Amru lo. And then they said it means I don't want to wait 2 days. I want to take her in 1 day. And then they added Amru le asari Yomim. And then they went no again 10 days. What kind of negotiation is that? Ella my Yomim shana. Yomim refers to a year. Tichsiv Yamim tiyeh gulaso. That when you come to redeem a Batei Ir Choma, it's a year. Frank the Gemara, maybe it's not a year. Ve'ema chodesh, maybe it refers to a month. Tichsiv ad chodesh Yamim. Amri darin Yomim stam. It says the word here Yomim by Rivka and Yomim by a Batei Ir Choma, which refers to 12 months. And the Ein Don and Yomim Stam Yomim should never been Chodesh. Chodesh Yomim is not the same as Yomim. So we would rather make the drasha to the 12 months than 1 month. Amrav Zera, Tana. Ktana, A ktana who, let's say, the father accepted kesef kiddushin on behalf of his 8-year-old daughter, so and they're waiting for the husband to marry her, so she can sort of delay, and maybe the father can delay. I understand she's not ready, but why? What do you mean the father? If she's ready to get married, why should the father stop the marriage? Sovar, name of Vinafka, because the father's concerned. Well, she's a very young girl. She thinks she wants to get married, but maybe tomorrow she won't want it, and then she's going to do miyun. She's going to come back to my house. He wants to avoid that. So so therefore, there's a svara to say that the father can delay longer, even though the girl is ready, because he might think that she's not ready. That you don't you wait until she's old enough to say roitza ani, basically. You can accept kesef kiddushin, but you marry them off after they're 12. I might think that she has fear of getting married, and maybe there'll be a reason to delay after she's a gedola. So we say no. Let's say she's 12 and a half, and then she gets kiddushin. She gets 30 days like an almana. It's like somebody who's been asked to come into the chup. My love kitvua debsula, which is 12 months. Lo kitvua dalmana. So there's no right. Toshma. You have a boy Geras who's given kiddushin. They've waited 12 months. Now, since it's 12 months, he's required to pay her mezonos. So the husband's allowed to annul her vows. Well, you see from here that you give a bogeres 12 months. Aim a bogeres v'shashas nemasar chodesh. That means she's a bogeres. Excuse me. So we have to say Ema bogeres v'shashas nemasar chodesh. This is not. She's a bogeres that waited 30 days, and a nar rosh hashanah 12 chodesh. It's referring to two cases: a bogeres with 30 days and a psula with 12 months. Rabbi Yezer said yofer. So there's no right from that price to what our question was about bogeres. Toshma, hama aris is a psula. Man gives kiddushin to a psula. Bein shetova bavi makeves, and the husband wants to get married, and she's delaying. Bein shetova hiuba makev. Let's say she wants to get married, and the husband's delaying. In either case, noisnin law 12 chodesh mishas tvia. You give her 12 months from when there was a trigger to get married. Aval lo mishas erusin. But we don't give it from the time of kiddushin. Ubagra, and if she became 12 and a half, arehi ketvua. It's as if they triggered the request for nisuin. Ketza, bagri yamechav niskatsha. Doesn't it mean that if she became a bogeres and she was given, and then even one day later, she was given kiddush that a bogeres gets 12 months, and only after kiddushin 30 days to yufta dravuna. So this knocks off what Ravuna says, because it seems from here that a bogeres gets 12 months to yufta. So what does it mean? My v'larusa shloishim yom. I mean, certainly Narusa gets 12 months too. Amrav Papa. This is what you have to understand. That means somebody was 12 and a half, was given kiddushin. They waited 12 months. So now Now, oh no, they waited 12 months, and then Beniskash given Kiddushin, then Noisin Lashloshim Yom Kalmona. Then she gets 30 days like an Almona. So that's the din. He gives Bandalonisu. So we said in either case, if the time that was set for the wedding, 12 months from now, comes and goes, so he has to provide Mizonos. Amr Ula Dvar Torah, and then the later Mishnah said that we don't give her Truma until she actually goes into the Chuppah. Remember, there was a delay between Kiddushin and Nisuin for 12 months. He's living in her father's house. Dvar Torah Rusa Bas Yisrael Chelas Betruma. If a Kohen gave a Yisraelis Kiddushin, technically from the Torah she's allowed to eat Truma from that moment. The problem is, because it says, Shenemar v'chohen ki yikne nefesh, kinyan kaspo. By non-kinyan kaspo, when a Kohen gives kesef Kiddushin to a woman, it's considered kinyan kaspo, like if he bought an Eved. Just like he can feed the Eved Truma, he can feed his new wife Truma. So then, Ma'atam Amru Eno Cheles. So then, how come they said she cannot eat Truma until she goes into the Chuppah? Because Shema Yimzagul Kos Bevesavia V'Teshkel Achiv Lachoisa. She's still living in her father's house. Her husband Kohen is going to send her a cup of wine, Truma, and she's going to give it to her brothers and sisters who are not Kohanim. They're going to eat Truma. It's Chayv Misa B'dei Shemai. So then, if she was in her father's house, 12 months have gone by, so it should be the same Isser. In the beginning Mishnah, it said that she gets to eat Truma from that point. How could that be? How come we're not worried that she's going to give to the sisters? Once 12 months go by, so the Kohen sets aside a specific area, is designated for her only. So Elamiyatu Lokid Kohen Yisrael, Lo Lechel Betruma, a Kohen who is hired by a Yisrael family to work, and now the Kohen is allowed to eat Truma, maybe he shouldn't eat Truma. The Yisrael are going to eat with him his Truma. So So I understand. He's a worker. He's getting paid from them. So they're going to eat from his food? So it's not because of they're going to eat it. The reason why a Basula doesn't eat Truma right away, since he hasn't lived with her yet, he hasn't discovered she might have some blemishes that would cause him not to want to stay married to her, and to say that it was a kiddushay ta'us, to say, well, if I would have known that she had these blemishes, I never would have given her kiddushin. And then it ends up she's eating Truma, and really not as a kosher wife. So the Mishnah said that once she goes into the chuppah, she's allowed to eat Truma. Well, they haven't had relations once they've been under the chuppah. Right? It only happens later. So why do we allow her to eat Truma right after chuppah? Maybe she has mumim, and we have the same worry. Hasa mivdik badikla, the hodem ayal. A husband doesn't really put her in the chuppah unless someone's checked. Someone in her family has checked her out to make sure she doesn't have mumim. Ela miyata evid kohen shalochum Yisrael. Lo lechel b'truma mishum simto. So an eved, when a kohen buys an eved, maybe he also shouldn't eat truma because he might have blemishes. He would also reverse the sale as a mecher tos. So he says, simple about what he left. This issue that we're worried about hidden mumim is not an issue by a body. The ida avroy, and the reason for that is ida avroy, if they were external mumim, he sees them, so he wouldn't buy it. Vida gavoy, if they're hidden, lamlacha kaboy. He bought this Eved to work. If the Eved has secret blemishes, that doesn't impair his ability to work. By an Isha, he has to have intimate relations with. If she has mumim, then that's going to create a mekach tos, but that doesn't exist by Eved. Okay, stop here.
Ernie, how long are you staying?
No, just today. We're going up to Kesaria, Zichron Yaakov today. We're moving around. We'll be in Modi'in later on. I mean, we move around. We have a car, so we're moving around, visiting places we want to visit. And it's still very warm. Is it heat broken in Los Angeles?
No, it was only 104 today. So it was cool.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll learn the Tsurba at 8 o'clock and the Daf at 9 o'clock. Okay?
Tsurba on Monday night?
I'm sorry. I'm confused because here's one. Yeah. I'm sorry. Tonight, again, we'll learn the same thing.
Tonight.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. tonight.
Why 9 p.m.? It's late, man.
No, because that way.
He doesn't have to get up
for
so
me.
early.
Yeah, it's only 7 p.m. instead of 6. It's only 7 a.m. instead of 6.
Rahman on him.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
He's having a ball there in Eretz Yisrael. What kind of Rahman?
He needs his rest. He needs his rest.
Okay, how's Dalia?
Dahlia's okay. She's hanging in there.
Hanging in there. Where? Where is she exactly hanging in there?
No, she was due this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's a little past due.
Okay,
B'Shat
B'Shat.
Tova.
Okay.
Yeah, B'Shat Tova.
Okay. Have a
Good
good
night.
day.
Have a good night.
Enjoy.
Thank
Have a good
See
day.
you tonight. See you tonight.